Hello, friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for your Tuesday Tarot. This is a new feature when we gather together on Tuesdays to do general readings only. Message from the Spirit, message from the universe, no questions, just what do we see? As you know, the top priority of this channel is to teach tarot. And part of teaching tarot is doing readings. And so there are so many readers, even very well respected professional teachers who say, oh, no, you cannot do general readings. You need to have some context. I'm here to prove different. So let's do it. We're going to do the general questions. I do want to say thank you to everyone who came to our class last night. If you missed it, you can watch the replay. We had a lot of fun. And yeah, Justine, we'll do more of those classes. That was fun. Yep. Absolutely. So what else? There are links in the description to book up an appointment with me, to go to my Linktree, get all my info, and of course, to get your StarCon tickets. StarCon is coming up quickly. You can join us in person or online, January 20th through 22nd, so get your tickets now. And of course, as always, a special shout out to all of our members and moderators. We appreciate you. And a big shout out to Mixuear, Michelle from Canada. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Super chats and super stickers are ways you can support this channel along with your membership, or even if you're not a member. You can also support this channel by subscribing and by liking this video, and make sure you hit the bell. All right, let's get going. Let me go over here to CardCam. Here we are, CardCam. And today, I had told you that the new Wiser Tarot, this was sent to me by Ben Libra Does Tarot, sent me this as a gift. And it is my new workhorse. I do love it. And what it is basically is the weight images that have been recolored to be both more beautiful and more inclusive. And what can be better than that? All right, I will take questions in the order in which I see them. Thank you all so much for being here. And as always, when we do this, if while I'm reading for one person, I say something that hits you, take that to your heart as well. That's the magic of these group sessions. All right. And first up, we have Sunlight. All right. Hang on. I'm getting crowded on my desk here. Hang on a minute. There. Much better. All right. Sunlight. A message from the universe for you today. Okay, Sunlight. Sunlight, there is a high probability here of you either being or getting into an argument with someone else or with yourself. I don't know if that's just a mood you're in, or if there is something going on here where you're seeing the truth, where there's some conflict around that, and where you really want to make sure you're heard and seen. So here's the thing. I know that you know what you know. I know that you know what you're feeling. I know that you know your truth. And it is important for you to know your truth and make your truth known. But think about venue, think about timing, think about space. Is it right to have that conversation? Should you write something? Is it time for you to write for publication? Is it time for you to have a clear conversation? Is it time for you just to get clear in your head with what you believe and what you know? This could be around search for identity and knowing yourself. It could be around just seeing a particular truth that you wish other people would see. It may be broad, it may be more personal, but look at that. Look at your search for truth and understanding and the way that you want to express it, and how willing you are or are not to address conflict and cause conflict. Have fun with that. Hey, Janine, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Next up is Martha Vink. Thank you so much for being here, Martha. I know you're in a meeting right now, so you'll be watching later. That's fine. Here is the message for you. I shuffled. Same card that came up for sunlight. But we have some different cards here. Martha, you are in the process of healing some very, very old wounds. Some very old wounds that make you less than, that make you feel like your voice is not as important as other people's voices, that make you feel that your voice can't or won't be heard. And, excuse me, in your own life and in your own work, you have to deal with some people who think they're better than you. They really believe it. They believe they're more important than you. They believe they're better than you. They believe their voice is more important than yours. You have to be astute about how you handle it, but in your own heart, you must know the power of your voice. And when dealing with people like that, you must be clever in finding ways to make them be silent and make yourself be heard. So it's healing old wounds and making your voice be heard, even in the presence of a-holes. How about that? Hey, Diana Price, 2 days in a row. Hallelujah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is your message from the universe. Oh, Diana, this is so nice. You know, you've been through so much, and this really tells me that you are on the way to creating a life that is much more prosperous, and much more prosperous in all ways, not just financially, but where friends are concerned, with people that you can count as your chosen family. And so there's been a lot of hurt, a lot of disappointment based on the behaviors of other people and based on circumstances that have largely been outside of your control. And yet you are taking control and moving forward and building something that's really going to be beautiful for you in so many ways. Teresa C, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator here. Here is a general reading for you. Okay, this is a tough week. I know you have finals this week. It is a tough week, and I think you probably have test-taking anxiety anyway. Whether it goes as well as you would like it to or not doesn't really matter, because you're still on the right trajectory. What you do have to work on, though, is that anxiety, that heaviness that makes you feel bad. It's almost like you have imposter syndrome. Do you have imposter syndrome? Because that's something we got to think about, not just in terms of your education, but going forward with where career is concerned. Recognizing that you have a right to be where you are, doing what you're doing without question. All right. JF1, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Okay, JF1, we're really talking here about relationships, whether this is romance, whether this is relationship with yourself, whether this is relationship with friends or family. There are some relationship things that you're struggling with. First and foremost, be friends with yourself. Secondly, speak from a place of love even when the truth is difficult. Third, if someone can't hear you, don't go chasing after them. All right. Mixuir, thank you so much for being here and thanks for the super chat. So I know you're interested in career, but there's an oxymoron for you. It's either a general reading or a career reading. Can't be both, right? So we'll do a reading. If career comes up, that's what it will be. If not, it will be whatever we think you need to hear here today. So let's take a look and see. And it is a career reading, in fact. And the idea is this. You know, there's really two things going on. You may be in a position where you need to earn money. And you may also be in a position where you are trying very hard to sort of find your calling, your place in the universe that is also your career. And those two things may not be one and the same journey at this time. It may be find a way to earn money that doesn't suck your soul dry while exploring the possibility of what career could be in conjunction with your calling. Michelle, I really just played with you. You're good. But I'm not playing with you with this reading. It's two different paths. A jobby job when you need one. And then the idea of what really sings to your soul and what really feels like soul's purpose. And I'll tell you this too. Not every person ends up having a sense of soul's purpose that is career. Not every person ends up with a career that is soul's purpose. And so soul's purpose may not be career. So maybe you're seeking three things and maybe they'll go together and maybe they won't. A way to make some money. A career that could feel like a good career path in the long run, and a sense of soul's purpose. And however those things correspond, great. However they don't, great. And there is a sense here that it doesn't have to be today. Financially, I don't know about that. Do you need to have money coming in right now, this minute? I don't get a feeling that you do. But I feel like you do. So can someone tell Lisa Harmon to refresh? For indeed, I have started. So Michelle, the only thing that could be urgent is money, and I don't get a sense that it is, but if it is, work on that piece. But the rest of these things are not urgent. You have time. And you have voices in your head saying, well, you're not getting any younger, you know? And just tell those voices to sit down and shut up. You've got plenty of time. That's what I have to say to you. So that was very psychic because of you, because indeed a career reading it was. All right. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a reading for you. Von Ray. You know, you've given yourself permission to take a little bit of a breather right now, and that's good. In that, recognize that you are healing some deep wounds. And there's so much about what you do that's like, you know, I'm working on doing this, and I'm working on doing this, and I'm working on making this happen, and I'm trying to manifest this. And that's all good. And it may feel like it's moving slowly, but still, that's all good. But what you're also doing, maybe most deeply and most importantly, in your heart, what you are most doing is healing from some deep wounds. So allow this time to be a time of deep personal healing. Releasing from your heart and from every soul in your body the things that have hurt you in this lifetime and ancestrally. Okay, and I appreciate everyone's feedback, especially with the general readings. The feedback is really important. I read it. I don't always read it aloud, but I do read it, and it does make sense, and I appreciate it. All right, Lisa Harmon, nice to see you. Glad you made it. All right, so who's next? Justine. And again, Justine, thank you for being a member and a moderator. and on tech team for StarCon. Yay. It was great to have you in class last night. We'll do those keywords classes from time to time. I think they are really important. And again, everyone, if you didn't get a chance to come to that class, definitely watch the replay. It was fun, and there were some important concepts, I think, put forth. All right. So, Justine, here is a reading for you. Justine, a couple things. I think you battle like sort of garden variety, low self-esteem and insecurity. So keep on battling that. Be open to new romance and recognize that you are moving yourself forward career-wise, whether you realize it or not. All right, how about that? Febborn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Please, may I have some more? To me, that reeks of Oliver. I don't know if that's weird. Please, sir, may I have some more? Right? Okay, here we go. Here is a reading for you, Febborn. So, the whole key is, does life ever turn out the way we envision it or hope for it or want it? I think for some of us it does. For some of us it doesn't. For some of it, it hasn't yet, but it will. And I think you're really thinking about what it is you want. What it is you want, what it is that could work for you, what it is that makes sense for you. And I think you limit your vision. You limit your vision for what could be true and what could be what could be true and what could work and what could happen in your life. You limit your vision because in the past, I think other people have told you to limit it, or things have happened that have made you think you should limit it. What this says to me is be open to your creative spirit, be open to your spiritual spirit, be open to all the possibilities of all the good things that could happen. How about that? Ben Lieber does tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for this deck that has become my workhorse deck. Thanks for using members' emojis. Thanks for being a member. And feeling very pumped up after last night's fab class. It was so great to have you there. I know when you come to a class like that, because of where you are in the world, you have to stay up really late at night. So I appreciate that. All right. Here is a general reading for you. So, this goes back to something that we've been talking about a little bit, that you've got people around you going through very tough times, and you're trying to be supportive, you're trying to be helpful, and you are being that, and that is really, really good, but it also weighs on you. You're a sensitive person. It weighs on your soul. You have to find a way to psychically shield yourself against other people's pain to some extent in order to be there for them. And that's an important thing for all of us as readers, as friends, as family members. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's not. The better we can shield ourselves from other people's pain, the more we can be there to help them address their pain. And that's what comes up for you, Ben, but I think that's a good thing for everybody. All right. Jeannie Mnuchin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Hope you're feeling better. Here is a general reading for you. So this card's been coming up a lot for you recently. It feels so unfair, everything that you've had to deal with over a period of time. And it's easy to just get kind of weighed down by that. But breathe, be present, acknowledge the things that are frustrating, and recognize that there is a baseline of stability and security for you, that your health will return, that you will find the community, the creativity, the people that you need, and all will be well going forward. So just allow the time and know that all is well. Okay, Lit, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Lit. You mentioned that things are getting messy there. And yeah, and some of that messiness is time crunch. So much that has to do in a short period of time. Some of it is poor communication. Some of it is unwellness of body, mind, and spirit, either you or people around you. Some of it is people not hearing each other or connecting with each other the way that they should. So it's a lot. There's a lot of messiness here. Do not catastrophize it. Do what you need to do. Do your part. Breathe. Make sure you're communicating well with others. Take good care of yourself. But beyond that, there's not much else you can do. You can only do what you can do, and that's enough. Arlette, so nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Here we go. For you, Arlette. Arlette, your entire mission right now is getting a handle on things that are out of control. That can be mood, money, weight, all kinds of things. And it's your job to get a handle on it. No one can do it but you. And it feels like there are people who are unintentionally even standing in the way of that. But you have to be one foot in front of another on that path to get ahead, to get control of the things you need to get control of, and you will. Literally, that's what's going on. That was a lot, right? Adrian, no, haven't gotten to you yet. All right. Chris. Chris. You know, the thing is, you really want to help. You really want to help the people you love. You really want to make a difference. And sometimes you're not sure how to do it. Just breathe and trust and know that you will get to where you need to go. Just keep love in your heart. Ah, very good. Very good. Thank you everyone for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Just a reminder that today we're doing general readings. So if you ask a question, that's fine. The reading may or may not answer the question because I'm not even reading the question. I'm just going to see the fact that you asked a question as a request for a general reading. And if the general reading answers the question, as sometimes it will, great. If not, that's okay too, because that's what we're doing here today. All right. Nalini, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. I am shuffling. It's my one complaint about this deck is I don't love the cardstock. It does not shuffle easily and it bends. I'll have to take that up with my friends at Wiser. All right. Nalini. Between your ability and desire to learn and your creativity and your ability to make the best of difficult situations, you are and will move yourself ahead. Work on self-esteem and quelling anger and frustration. All right, Carrie Dunnick, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Carrie Dunnick. Here is a general reading for you, Carrie. Carrie. Gosh, I hate to say this, but there are people around you who feel like they're either don't see you and don't understand you or aren't behaving in a trustworthy manner or aren't communicating with you in a way that you feel like you can trust them. So there's like this disconnect. I don't know if this is work or friends or family or love or what it is, but you're going to have to evaluate with some of the relationships around you. If it's work stuff, you have to find a way to get it to work. If they're optional relationships, do what you can, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and there's nothing you can do about it. And don't you feel guilty. You are not responsible for 100% of communication when communication is always 50-50. Betty Fleischer, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. And thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. So Betty, man, your life is just like every day it's something different. And sometimes things are going really well, sometimes they're not. You've been through a lot over time. The thing you need to know is on a good day or a bad day, on a good moment or a bad moment, you are in control as much as you can be in control, and you are always loved, and you are always acting out of love. You know, your actions are always dictated by love. What else does a person need? Clumsy Clairvoyance, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. All right, Clumsy Clairvoyance. Clumsy Clairvoyance, what are you not trusting, especially specifically around work and money, be it, any one of your jobs? I feel like, I don't know if it's you're not trusting the situation to make the money you need. You're thinking about making a change in the situation. But look at this. The Ace of Swords reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like, your relationship with money in general, specific work issues in specific, trusting yourself to do what you need to do. Remember the power of your good brain to learn, to communicate, to move forward and make things happen. If there are things going on that you don't prefer, you can make changes over time. Pamela's Insight, thanks for being a moderator here. Pamela's Insight. What's important to remember here is that you really have friends and you are really well loved. And there have been people in your life who have tried to make you feel like that is not the truth, but it is the truth. And so know it. You are loved, you are loving, you are capable. Remember it. Selma, nice to see you. Here we go. Selma, it's important for you to be patient. It's important for you to have boundaries. And it's important for you to know that there are some things you think you know, but you really don't know. So what do I mean by that? I mean, you may have been holding certain things as truth that are not truth. And it may have to do with people around you, other people's intentions, or things other people have told you. So be patient with yourself and others. But if there is someone there that has wounded you, it is okay to have boundaries. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Clumsy Clairvoyance, that makes sense. Medea Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. All right, here is a reading for you. At the end of the day, right now, your job as a mother is your most important job. But there are so many other things you are doing and so many other things that are important. And I feel like there may be people around you or even voices in your own head that tell you that the things that you do outside of motherhood are not important. But they are. You can balance it all. You are not a single function machine. You can do many things and you can do them well. So fight for that truth. All right, Horse Fan Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Glad you liked the class last night. I did too. Lots of fun. All right. Here is a reading for you, Horse Fan Dunn. Oh, isn't that lovely? So the males of your family who are gathered in spirit are finding their healing together and sending their healing to you. Short and sweet, but I hope it makes sense. All right. Here we go. Next, Aria Wilson. Thank you for being here. Okay. Aria Wilson. Now is a time of healing. You have been too patient for too long and you have borne too much. You have put up with too much. It is time for you to offer some grace to yourself and basically to request and require grace from others. Does that make sense? Oh, Horse Fan Dunn, thank you for that feedback. Okay. Lisa Harmon, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is your general reading. Lisa, in the noise and chatter of the world, pay attention to the things that are important for here and now. You can't handle everything from everybody. You can't handle everything for everybody. You can handle what you can handle, and that is enough. That is enough. That's all you have to do. Now, a really cool thing just happened that I didn't understand. I knew it was possible, but I didn't know how it worked. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much, has given Caroline a membership gift. So welcome to membership, Caroline. We appreciate you. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much for making that possible. Caroline, there's a whole folder, a whole playlist. That's very, very kind. Clumsy Clairvoyance, that is very, very kind. I've gifted a membership. I wanted to double gift while supporting you and someone else too. Really appreciate it. And I knew that had become a possibility on YouTube, but I didn't know how it worked. So thank you for helping me understand how it worked. I can't think of a more deserving person than Caroline. So that is so appreciated. And Caroline, get thee to the members only playlist. And of course, join us for our members only live coming up at the end of the month. And Aria, thank you so much for the feedback. Really appreciate that. So great. Thank you, everyone. All right. Leslie Jones, thanks for being here. Okay, Leslie, here we go. Leslie, I think there's a lot of ways that you have not in your life learned sort of how to proceed past hurt, where you'll recognize there's hurt, you'll try to heal, but then it just like the wounds just keep opening and opening and opening, and it hurts you physically, it hurts you emotionally. It's like learning how to get past it, how to allow yourself to heal. That is the spiritual, emotional lesson for you right now, allowing real healing. And in a way, what is healing? It doesn't really make things any easier. We just get better at it being hard. or we come to some new understanding. And I think that's a hard process for you, but something that you need to be working on, maybe regarding specific circumstances or maybe just in general. All right. All right. And hang on just 1 second here. Lisa Harmon makes sense. Very good. Very good. Claire C., thank you so much for the super. Wish I could speak. Okay, Claire C., thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate that, Claire C. Thank you for the kind words. We appreciate all you do. Well, I appreciate you as well. And thank you for being a member. And you are up next. What does the universe want me to know? Here we go. Okay, Claire C. Claire, I think you're back to thinking about your house. I don't know if it's about selling or fixing something or rearranging something or going traveling and renting it. I have no idea, but I think there's something about your house and something about making plans for yourself for travel and things you want to do over the next 6 months to a year. Now is a good time to be thinking about all of this. This is not saying what you should and should not be doing, but simply it's a good time to think and to plan and to offer yourself that gift. Okay, Janine, I want to thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Janine, here is a reading for you. Okay. Oh, Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you for your offer to send me those screenshots. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's see. Clumsy Clairvoyance. Janine. We're on Janine. Janine, thank you for the super chat. And here is your reading. Janine, it's all about healing your heart. It's about let going of thoughts, behaviors, stories that you tell yourself that do not serve you. This is a time of real healing. Healing physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, so that you can come to the time of manifesting the life that you want. And there may be moments where you feel like that's not happening and that can't happen, but it can and it will. Jenny, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Hi, Claire, that's exactly what's going on. Good, good, good. Okay. Jenny, what does the universe want me to know? I'm feeling super anxious. I'm sorry. What does the universe want you to know? That you are loved, that you are capable, that you can ask for what you need, and that the anxiety may be born of a healing process. You may actually be in a space of healing right now. And you know that part of us, that anxious part of us, that negative part of us, that self-hating, self-critic part of ourselves does not like to be told to shut up. And so when we tell that to shut up, it can give us anxiety. And I think that's what's going on for you. So you just have to win that war. Karen Hendershot, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We really appreciate you. Having a time of things. I am so sorry. What does the universe want me to take into consideration? Very good. Here we go. Let's see what we got. And hey, Steph, welcome. Okay. Here we go, Karen. Karen, there's a lot of family stuff. And, you know, on one hand, there is family love and family responsibility, and it's the holiday time, and there's family traditions, and that's different because not everyone is here with us as they used to be. But then on the other hand, there's your needs and your responsibilities and what you have to do that's separate from all of that. And your family may or may not understand that. But whether they do or do not, you have to take care of you and do what you need to do for you. You must. Does that make sense? Okay, Lydia, nice to see you. A reading for you and one for your boyfriend, most certainly. Lydia, for you, in life in general, I think you really need to be doing some thinking about what you want. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want the energy of your life to be? What's in your life now that's working for you? What's in your life now that's not working for you? What's in your life right now that's not working for you but could change to work for you? You need to be thinking about those things and being clear about how to make those changes. Now, for the boyfriend. Could be some career issues and some need to make some changes around that. And you may be feeling really sad about that. Some things that have happened different than what you would have preferred, different than what you would have appreciated. And that's unfortunate and not your fault. But you need to heal from that and come back around to fix what you need to fix and do what you need to do. And you will be able to. Okay. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Glad that you're here. Okay. Here you go. And Janine, I'm going to do Andrea as well for you. Okay. Jackie, thanks for being a member. What the universe needs you to know is you're actually in a healing process. You're in a healing process, not just from the change that recently happened, but also from the series of things that were hurtful and egregious over the time that you were in that situation. Allow yourself to heal and do not let all of that define your sense of who you are and what you can accomplish. How about that? Okay, Adrija. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is what we see for you. Adrija, there's a lot going on that feels really kind of heavy for you right now. And you can get into that in your head and let it really bother you. The message here, first and foremost, in all aspects of your life, look to the light. Look to gratitude. Look to the things that make you happy. Do the things that make you happy, and everything else will fall into place. Oh, Lydia, thank you so much for that feedback. Really appreciate that. Okay, Janine, I'm happy to do Andrea as well. Here's what we see for Andrea. Andrea's going through a tough time. There is no doubt about it. What Andrea needs to know is things will heal. Things will get better. It is tough, but she shouldn't make it worse than it is in her own imagination. She needs to breathe, and she needs to allow there to be a space where she can be dealing with what is difficult, but also open to the things that are good, because both are going on. Lydia, my boyfriend's obsessed with you. Every time I mention you'll be live, he asks me to ask something for him so he can watch later. Well, Lydia's boyfriend, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Peggy Lou. Peggy Lou Levens, thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. Peggy Lou, there are so many ways you're feeling stuck, and that's really hard. But you know how to do magic. I say this to you, and you agree, but I feel like you're not doing the magic. Do the actual magic to make things better. Well, however you do that, cast the circle, burn the candle, call the 4 elements, make the pouch, whatever it is you like to do the magic, and it will help you to be unstuck. I promise. All right. And everyone, once again, I thank you for the feedback very much. Okay. PL Day. Thanks for being here. PL Day, thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. PL Day. You're going through it right now. There's a lot going on in your life that is hard, and it feels big. It feels difficult, and it feels like it's all on your shoulders. And a lot of it may be. Recognize you are strong enough to do whatever you need to do to take care of what you need to take care of. Whether that means another job, whatever that means. You are strong enough to do it. You can do it. And if it'll help you feel better, by all means do it, because things are heavy right now and you need to make them feel lighter. And you can do that. All right. And again, everyone, thank you so much for the feedback. Really appreciate that. Dee, I'm happy to see you. Here we go. Dee, general reading for you. Dee, now is a time of great healing and great improvement. And you may not see it happening, but it is. Look for signs of it. Look for signs of things getting better. And trust yourself, trust your own integrity, trust your own knowledge. Don't let other people gaslight you or BS you. Okay. Pallavi, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is what the universe wants you to know. Very good. Oh, Pallavi, what you need to know, Pallavi, I pronounced your name wrong, I think. I'm sorry. What you need to know is you are smart. You are capable. Things are slowly getting better. Be patient. Do what you can do. Stay in your lane. Do your thing. Things are getting better, and you'll get where you need to be. Okay, here we go. Hang on. I'm just scrolling through here. Steph, a reading for you and for your mother, Nina, most certainly. Most certainly. Hi, Karen. I wasn't even thinking about family. Maybe I should, was looking at other stuff. Yeah, I just have a feeling there's going to be some pressure from the family, Karen. So the other stuff takes priority. I hate to say it, but it does. Okay, here we go. Steph, for you, Steph, I think you're in a process of moving forward after some difficulty. It is not easy, but you are finding stability. You are finding what you need. Just stay on the path and you will move forward in a positive way. And for Nina, there is a lot of anxiety here. And a lot of the anxiety comes from you not knowing everything you need to know. Either people are lying to you or withholding the truth, or you're lying to yourself. You have to look and see the truth for what it is in order to make the right decisions going forward. All right. And again, thank you everyone for the feedback. Morgana the Great. Morgana, here we go. Morgana, if you're working a job, there may be a job change. If you're working on a project, you may be changing what you're doing. There's also a sense about healing from the past. So really, those two things, changing a project or changing a job and healing from the past. Those are the things that show up. Pippa. Pippa. It's a great time to go to school or learn something new. If you're not doing that, it's, maybe consider it. It's also a good time to move yourself forward career-wise or in a project or study or practice that interests you. Robin's Nest. What does the universe want you to know? Oh my goodness gracious, that you've been through it. Oh my gosh, you've been through it. But things are getting better. You've gone through some difficulty, but you can't see like the end and how this is all going to go. It's making big, big changes, but there will be healing. It will take time. And there could be some loss associated with all of this, but also gain and forward motion. Trust the process that you can't change. And if there is a process you can change, by all means, change it. But the process you can't change, trust it. My friends, I want to thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to the members, the moderators. Thank you for the super chats, super stickers, and for the gifted membership. That's so cool. Thank you all very much. Peggy Lou, not sure what magic to do. Well, the first thing I'd be doing if I were you is shutting the mouths of the people who speak abusive stuff to you. That'd be the first thing I would do, honestly. There we go. Ha ha! Pippa skipped class today and shouldn't. Hey, tarot will do what it does. My friends, Robin's Nest, the tower is stalking you this week. Yeah, there's stuff going on, but it's okay. You'll get to the other side of it. It's all right. My friends, I want to thank you so very much. Please like this video. And if you are a member at the star or sun level, go to the community tab, find the Zoom link. We're meeting on Zoom. Members who are stars and suns only, we are meeting on Zoom Thursday evening. Get the link. If you can't find it, reach out to me. I will look forward to seeing you soon. December Taroscopes, if you haven't seen them. My interview with Katie Kondo, if you haven't seen that. If you're a sun, there's a new video just for you. And what else? Last night's class, if you missed it, definitely check it out. It's worth it. I will look forward to seeing you soon. I will be back on Thursday with the newsletter recap. And in the meantime, I remain available to you for sessions, gift certificates, New Year sessions, end of the year sessions, all of that right through the holiday season. Please do reach out. Thank you so much. Take good care.